Banjo Kazooie is 20 years old. Let's talk Banjo Kazooie. You either love him or you love him. This goofy bear and bird have been my favorite video game characters of all time. I love the game so much, and so to honor its 20th anniversary, I'm going to take a deep dive through all of the games and talk about all the different levels and things that I liked and didn't like when beating the games. I'm going to structure this video by going through each of the different stages of Banjo Kazooie and rating them 1 to 5. The first stage is Mumbo's Mountain. It's sort of a tutorial stage. It gives you a rundown of abilities and it teaches you a few new moves. It just shows you how basically the game works. It has everything that's in the game all in one condensed little area that's not too difficult. When I was a kid, I used to think that monkeys liked oranges because there's a monkey in this game named Conga and he throws oranges at pressure plates to help you get it jiggy. It's obviously a reference to King Kong, but I always thought it was funny. One of my favorite parts of the stage is just get to terrorize this Grublin village. You just get to destroy their houses. Like, just destroy them. I don't know why, I just love that. Another part of this stage is a bull named Big Butt. Seriously, look at the wiki. His name's Big Butt. This stage also has the first transformation, which is the termite, which lets you climb to the top of Ticker's Tower. Overall, this is a good tutorial. The theming of it isn't really that exciting to me. It's very, very plain and basic. So I'm just going to give it a 3 just to set a baseline. The second stage is Treasure Trove Cove, and oh my goodness, I love this stage. One of the key features of the stage is Snacker, the shark that hunts you down whenever you're in the water. It's one of the scariest things, and it's a reason why a lot of people hate this stage. Another thing I love about this stage is you get to go to the Salty Hippo. It's a beached ship, which is being pirated by Captain Blubber, the sea hippo. It's so amazing, and then you have to swim into the bottom and get his treasure for him. I just love that. Like, seriously, if you don't believe me, just look. There he is. This stage is also the introduction of a mechanic that I love and hate. It's the flying mechanic. I love it because you get to fly and you get to see everything, but I hate it because the controls are terrible. The boss of the stage is Nipper the Hermit Crab. You get to fight him on his own private little beach. Once you beat him, he goes inside his shell, and when you go in there, he's just gone. So, like, I don't know where he went, but he's a pretty good boss. He's kind of scared me as a kid, though. There's a puzzle in this map that took me like 20 minutes as a kid to figure out. You literally just have to go and spell Banjo Kazooie, but I didn't understand, and it took me like 20 minutes to figure it out. My last part of this stage that I really liked was the lighthouse all the way at the top. As a kid, it kind of blew my mind how tall the map could get on one of these games. I absolutely love this stage, but as a gameplay kind of stage, the flying kind of makes it a little bit difficult. It does give you a lot of room to work with, but it kind of does make it a little difficult, so I'm just going to give it a 4. The third stage is Clanker's Cavern, and if you played this game as a kid, it might have given you nightmares, and probably still does give me nightmares. Because there's this enemy that comes out of the wall, and it's the scariest thing in the world. Like, literally, just watch this. Look, watch. That's scary. The entrance to this level has you shimmying along these tiny little pipes, but eventually you go underwater and meet Clinker himself. Talking to a lot of people, they said that Clinker scared them, but when I was younger, I liked Clinker because I just felt bad for him, like he's just in polluted water and he doesn't want to be there. This is a full-on water stage, and I didn't really like it as a kid. It just felt like it took way too long to get anywhere. I mean, the environment is really condensed and packed neatly, and you get to actually go inside Clinker, but it wasn't really that fun for me. In this level, there's this little ring challenge where you have to jump through all of these rings, and I don't know why, but as a kid, I could never do this. When I replayed it on the Xbox, I did it like really quickly, but as a kid I just couldn't do it. I guess just the N64 controller is just bad. I'm gonna give this one a 3. I'm tempted to give it a 4, but the only reason why I got a 3 is because I like Clinker. I don't really care for the level though. It's not really that memorable to me. The fourth stage is Bubble Gloop Swamp, and I really just love the feel of this stage. This stage introduces the wading boots, which is kind of like a time trial thing. You get the wading boots and it allows you to go into places you normally can't go, like the poison water and Bubble Goop Swamp. One of the weirdest parts of the stage is that you have to smash bird eggs in order to get a Jiggy. I really don't know why though. If you thought the egg thing was weird, wait until you meet Tank Tup the turtle. His feet are cold, so you have to slam them so they go back in his shell. But once you go back into his shell for some reason, there's a bunch of tiny turtles that make you do Simon Says with colors. The stage has a second transformation, which is the crocodile, which lets you play a mini game with Mr. Vile the crocodile. Yep, by going inside a giant crocodile nose. The stage is pretty cool. It's got 2 mini games and a transformation. I'm gonna give it a 4 because it's actually pretty good. Freeze Easy Peak is my favorite stage in the entire game. Everything about it is perfect. I just love it. There's a mini game where you gotta lead Christmas lights to a giant Christmas tree. The center of the map is a giant snowman. You can climb inside a giant Christmas tree. There's a little winter village. The transformation is a walrus. And you get to have a sled race with a polar bear named Boggy. It's perfect. The stage is perfect, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. It might be for nostalgia reasons, but I just really love the stage. Next on the list is Gobi's Valley, and I actually hate this map. I just hate it. There's a stupid shooting puzzle. There's a stupid flying puzzle. This right here is the best part of the map. Look at him go. There's a stupid time trial. There's a stupid maze. Overall, the whole map is just stupid. Just because the map is stupid and I hate it, I'm giving it a 2. It sucks. Mad Monster Mansion is where it's at. This is the best map in the game. The grave comes to life and you beat it up, and then you shoot the eggs into the flower pot and it's all, thank you. It's perfect. You're running through the maze and the Grublin Ghost is chasing you down. Oh my gosh. You bust into the cellar. You're in there breaking all the kegs open. You bust the window, go inside, you're jumping on the beds. You're inside a giant church reciting Mozart's Symphony. You turn into a pumpkin and you're going down the drain valve. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I don't even know what I have to say about this. It's a 5. It's gotta be a 5. That's the only thing it could be. Rusty Bucket Bay is one of my favorite stages in the game. You get to go inside the ship and fight these ship-themed grublins. You can go inside the warehouses, avoiding the piranhas to get the Jiggy. Get to raise the anchor to save Snorkel. Enter Snacker's pool and try your hardest to avoid him. You literally get to fight life preservers. They're alive. This brings me to one of my problems I have with this map. You see, there's a spot that you're supposed to break a window. How was I supposed to know this window is breakable? Look, it's literally just like almost every other window. I have no idea how I was supposed to know to do that. Now here is my main problem with this map. This freaking fan and gear part sucks so much. I fell like 30 times trying this. I love most of the map, but this part, I just don't know. I originally was gonna give this map a 5, but I'm gonna take 1 off for that stupid window thing. And I'm gonna take another 1 off because of that stupid gear part. So this one's gonna get a 3. I really wanted to rate it higher though. Click Clock Wood is hard to examine because it's pretty much 4 maps in 1. Because the main mechanic of the map is you get to switch between the 3 different seasons. Spring is rainy, everything's lively. And if you listen closely, you can hear that music that I use on so many of my videos. I absolutely love the music from Click Clock Wood. Next is summer. The bees are out. All of the plants are growing. All of the things are coming out and are alive. Next is fall. The leaves are falling. Things are going back into their homes. All the animals are going away. Next is winter, and it's just a barren, frozen wasteland. Everything's gone. Everything has been replaced with snowmen and snow-related things. Before I forget to mention, the transformation for this stage and the last transformation in the game is the bee, which is really fun. You just get to fly around at your own will. I was going to talk more about this stage, but I would end up going on for hours if I want to get into the details, because you have to keep going back and forth between the different seasons, because some seasons unlock things in other seasons. And it's just a lot. You'll have to just play through the whole game yourself just to see how great this level is. It's a really good stage, and it's practically 4 stages in one, but it's kind of long for the last stage. I would have liked it if it was more condensed, or it was easier to get to the other seasons without all the loading screens. So I'm just going to give this one a 4, but I really, really do love the stage. Now that's Banjo Kazooie. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Actually is my favorite game of all time. And I love that I had this opportunity to go back through it with you guys. So this is completion day. I might do a Game Boy on it, which is more going on for information and things you didn't know about the game. But this is completion day, so I'm just talking about through the game. I'm going to have more videos about Banjo Kazooie, but I'm getting a new computer soon, and this video was painstakingly edited in very small chunks over a few days. I'll take a screenshot of it right now. And this work environment for me right now is horrible. So the rest of the Banjo Kazooie thing will come out in the next coming weeks. I'm so very sorry that this had to happen. I wanted this all to come out during the anniversary, and I'm just celebrating in my own kind of way. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later.